This episode is sponsored by the Varda Saffron. Hi, and welcome to Mangalore with Lucid Trails. We are in Mangalore and we are going to explore this beautiful city of culture and lovely people and some amazing food with Dr. Vishwas. Now, Dr. Vishwas is going to actually show us around this beautiful city. Dr. Vishwas, thank you so much for being with us. I want you to tell us a little more about Mangalore before we go out exploring, please.
Mangalore is a port town. We have all the three forms of port, that is airport, seaport, and as well as good connection with railways and the bus. Mangalore is called by different names in different languages. So we have 6 different languages in Mangalore, which is being spoken by all the people of Mangalore. Mangalore is known as Kodiyal in Konkani, as Kudla in Tulu, and as Maikala in Biari language, and as Manjaran in the old Urdu language. So different names for the same city. And this is a coastal town which is known for 2 major things. One is its contribution towards education. We have got educational institutions which are of national fame and have attracted students from all over the country. And also we have other famous sector, that is banking sector. The contribution towards banking sector of Mangalore has been immense. We have been responsible for starting 4 different banks which have been nationalized, and now we have merged with other banks. And also, the next thing which we are really famous for is food.
Gyros.
Yeah, the coastal cuisine, the Mangalorean cuisine.
Yes.
As he mentioned, ghee roast is quite famous. It's quite world famous now. You can say that. And there's much more than just ghee roast, right? Ranging from a wide variety of vegetarian options to seafood, which is obviously more like a staple diet for most Mangaloreans, and ranging from chicken to mutton and various different cuisines.
We also heard that Gadbad ice cream actually originated from Mangalore. Is it true?
There are various stories. Some say from Udupi, some say from Mangalore, but wherever it originated, it tastes heavenly.
I'm sure.
And we will proceed to have authentic Gadbad from Mangalore. We will go to Pabas,
Okay.
but before that, we will go to Mangala Devi Temple,
Alright.
which is the deity which is responsible for giving Mangalore its name. Mangala Devi, yeah. The story goes that the legend, Mangala Devi temple was built in the 9th century. So it is almost 1200 years back. And then Mangala Devi, that is how we have derived the name Mangaluru. Mangala and Uru. Uru is city, so it's the city of Mangala Devi.
So Mangalore gets its name from Devi Shri Mangala Devi.
Yes, so we will go and visit our Mangala Devi temple.
Alright.
We will also proceed to St. Aloysius Chapel,
Alright.
which has got fresco and canvas paintings, and which is almost similar
a heritage site,
It's a heritage site, and it's almost similar to the paintings you'll find in Rome.
Okay.
And it is a site to watch. So we will definitely proceed there as well. And then we will go to Kudroli Temple, which is a marvel, which is a modern marvel. It's a modern construction of an old temple, which is almost an 80-year-old temple, which was renovated a few years back, and now celebrates the Mangalore Dasara, which is as famous as Mysore Dasara, if not more, and is very grandly celebrated in the month of October, November, whenever the Dasara season comes. So that is a sight to behold, and we'll definitely proceed to the temple as well.
No, well, that's perfect. But before we leave from here, I just want to ask you another question. Like, we've been talking about non-veg food in Mangalore, but I'm sure Mangalore is also known for a lot of vegetarian, food.
Yes, definitely. You might have, whenever you travel around India,
Yeah.
if you look for a vegetarian option, you would always find a Udupi Brahmin
Udupi, yes,
restaurant.
yes.
And that is actually derived from Mangalore, because earlier it was undivided Mangalore district, had Mangalore and Udupi in its fold.
Okay.
So Udupi restaurants set up by these Brahmin temple priests and their offsprings. It is very famous, and that concept has been taken and exported right around the country. And whenever you say Udupi food, it means there is a next word which follows is called pure veg. So
Yes.
whenever you say Udupi food, and it's more famous, you can say it's more famous, if not as famous as our non-vegetarian cuisine.
So I think Mangalore has a lot to offer for all the travelers, who wants to explore in food, culture, or temples, and a lot of heritage sites.
And not to miss the beaches.
And the beaches too. Yes, I mean, I think Mangalore may not be well known as a lot of other cities or other states in India for its beaches, but we've seen a couple of beaches here, and they're really, really beautiful. And I think all of you all should explore these beaches. Well, Dr. Vishwas, thank you so much, and I think we should step out and start exploring.
Let's do that.
All right, thank you.